Jordan, aren't you being a little mean? Hey! Listen to me, Jordan! Huh? What is it, Kimmy? It's been a couple of years now since you and I last talked. What do you want? I heard that you got married! Oh, that's right. I did get married. What the heck, Jordan? So you're just not inviting your friends to weddings now? Well, I haven't even had the wedding yet. Wait, so it's really true that you'll be having the wedding in Puerto Rico? You're going to be inviting me to that, right? And of course you'll pay for my flight and everything too. This is going to be my first time ever leaving the United States. I can't wait. Hold on a second, I'm not inviting you to my wedding. What? This wedding is only going to be for my husband and I, and we plan to have our honeymoon there right after. I know it isn't normal for a couple to do that, but the both of us think it's better to just keep the wedding small and then use the money we've saved up enjoying our honeymoon. Even my parents are okay with the choice we've made, so there's nothing that'll make us change our mind. Therefore, not a single person besides us two is invited. Huh? Also, Puerto Rico is technically a part of the US, so you would still not really be leaving the country. Wait a sec, are you crazy? How does this make me crazy? I heard that your husband is a really cool man. And if people are calling him really cool, that must mean he has a lot of money and is very good looking, right? No, he's a pretty average office worker with an average salary, actually. The fact that you're not going to share your high-spec handsome man with the rest of us is insane. How about you stop talking about my husband like that and leave the two of us alone? You are being so mean, Jordan. Well, I happen to have a lot going on in my life right now, and so does my husband. I haven't even invited my parents to the wedding, so if I'm not even inviting them, you should be able to understand what my husband and I want. But that's mean. Unless you are paying for my wedding, you don't get to say anything about the way I want it to go. So stop whining. What? Bye-bye. You are so mean. The fact that you won't even invite your old hometown friend to something like your wedding must mean that he is so good looking and has so much money, you're afraid of what I'll do. You're a real jerk. I hate that only you will be having a guy like that, and that is so freaking mean to the rest of us. I'm going to get a look at that man of yours one way or another. I guess I'll be seeing you both in Puerto Rico. Justice, good morning.
Good morning, Jordan.
I just got to Richmond Airport.
What? That was fast.
I had a lot of things to bring along with me, so I called a taxi to come and pick me up.
I see. I'm still on the subway right now, coming there. And we plan to meet at the desk 5 minutes before they open, right?
Sounds good. I'll sit down and drink my coffee while waiting for you. By the way, how's your older brother doing? Do you think he'll be fine?
I think you'll be alright. I made sure to make things out to all be true, so you shouldn't be able to find us there. Actually, all I told him was that we'd be going to Puerto Rico for this and didn't tell him anything about where our actual destination would be. So I doubt he'll figure anything out. Honestly, if he were able to still find us, then I'd have to congratulate him.
You might have to then.
And how have things been with you? Weren't you telling me about that really annoying old friend of yours who wouldn't listen to a word you were saying and keeps thinking I'm some wealthy man?
You're talking about Kimmy. Since then, she hasn't said anything else to me, so I think things are okay there. I made sure to do the same as you and only tell her that we're going to Puerto Rico. Also, I didn't say anything about what dates we'll be there. I think it'll be a lot harder for her to come than your brother, since he at least has family ties to you and has a chance, although slight, of meeting us there.
But I haven't even really said anything to the rest of my family, though. So I really do think everything will be alright.
I think so too. That's what I'm hoping, at least. Jordan! Just wanted to let you know I was actually able to get all of your plans and everything for your trip to Puerto Rico and won't have any issues finding you. I'm sure you thought otherwise since I hadn't said anything to you for a while now, right? What? Kimmy. Right now I'm in Puerto Rico as well, in San Juan. Huh? Hey, I'm guessing that you're starting to really freak out right now, right? Why? How? Well, you know me. I just had to be here for your honeymoon and everything. To take it over, of course. And I've already gone ahead and gotten a taste of your husband. What? Did you actually come all the way out to Puerto Rico? I did. I made sure to do all my research into that insanely attractive husband of yours so that I knew all I needed to know. I was able to find out what day you guys would be leaving on and what day you both plan to come back. And with that information, I was able to make my move. What? You're a frickin' stalker then. Hey, since last night you've probably not heard anything at all from your husband, right? What? Why do you say that? Well, because since last night your husband has been by my side. Excuse me? The reason your husband hasn't been contacting you at all is because I made sure to take him from you. What are you talking about, Kimmy? At first, I really didn't have any interest in actually stealing him from you. But when I got that first look at your high-spec husband, I just felt that I was destined to be with him. And within that second, I couldn't get away from the love I started to have for him. And it seems like he's feeling the same way for me. And at this hotel he's been staying at, we both acted out on that love. Is that so? I don't have any plans of playing along with your little game, so calm down. Huh? My husband is sitting right next to me. What? We have our wedding coming up soon. Goodbye. Wait, come on. I can totally understand breaking down like that after your husband just got stolen from you. But how about instead of trying to lie to me, you start to just accept reality or something? There's no way you can have a wedding all by yourself now. Who would actually believe that you have a wedding that's about to start when there's no groom? By the way, the two of us, we just filled out our marriage forms and are handing them in. You were always going on about how he's been your husband for a while now, but when I asked him, he said he wasn't married yet. I was happy to hear that and am thankful that you totally forgot to actually tie the knot first. When we get back home, we're going to head right to the courthouse and hand these papers in. I'm a bit saddened that this all had to happen on your wedding and honeymoon, but he and I love one another so much, and there is nothing that could ever break the two of us apart now. There is nothing else I can do but take him from you. I'll make sure to make him happy for you, so forgive me. Jordan! We both just got back home, and right as we got out of the airport, we went straight to the courthouse and handed our papers in. You're still in Puerto Rico, right? Well, that's not an issue for us. We're heading to his house now to go and see his mom. I know this is a little backwards, but we'll still have to meet one another's family after we got married. I know that his parents were probably expecting you to be the one showing up to see them today, but I'm sure having me will be the same, if not better, actually. Wouldn't that be crazy if they both were more excited that I got married to your man instead of you? Oh, my loving husband is calling me now. I'll update you with how things go later. See ya! What the heck? I can't believe that awful fantasy of yours is still going on and you still haven't noticed anything yet. Listen here, Kimmy. My husband and I are still in Puerto Rico. And we're not coming back anytime soon because we still have a ferry ride and everything left on our honeymoon plans. I have no idea what you think you're doing texting me all the time like that, but you haven't done a single bit of damage to me or my husband. All you're doing is being a little brat and blowing up my phone at random points of the day. Please stop. Jordan! I'm going to give him back to you. I'll even be willing to pay you a settlement if you want, but I need to divorce him. Huh? What are you going on about this time? Since the other day, I went and got to see his mom and everything, and she said she was happy her son got married to me. But who the hell are they? What kind of mother and son duo are they? She was allowing me to move into their house and everything, but the moment I started living here, she began to pick on me worse than any bully from high school. I thought that things were a little bit off at first, but ever since I moved in, she won't let me have a break. And my husband isn't even doing anything to stop her, no matter how many times I ask him to tell her off. I don't care how handsome and wealthy my husband is. If his mom is going to act this crazy around me, then I want out. I hate it here. Please take him back. I promise I won't ever bother with the two of you again after this. Hey, are you telling me the truth right now? Or is this just another one of your fantasies? Because I'm getting kind of sick and tired of all your weird stories and rants. Of course I'm telling you the truth. None of this has been in my head, and I thought you knew that already. I'm going to give him back to you, so do something to help me get this divorce. Maybe come over here and tell him I've been cheating or something, please. Funny that you've been telling the truth, then. Because that man you thought you stole from me, his name is Sid, right? Of course his name is Sid. He was the man who was about to become your husband, so you don't have to ask me all those meaningless questions about him. Well, Kimmy, how about you calm down a little and listen to me? Because I have some rather important things to tell you about your little predicament. What do you have to say? Sid just so happens to be my brother-in-law. Brother-in-law? In other words, he's my husband's older brother. Huh? The man that I married is the younger brother of the man you just got married to. All right? Huh? Actually, that technically makes you my sister-in-law right now. What are you going on about? I know that I shouldn't really be too worried about what happens to you both, but I'll let you in on why this happened to you. From what my husband has told me, his brother wanted to get married before him. He started saying these really idiotic things about how in order to get married first, he would steal his brother's fiancée, me, and then have him marry me. He was so invested in that plan that he even tried to chase us to Puerto Rico. He did chase us to Puerto Rico, but he had no idea in what part of the country we've been in. And as a way of getting him off our trail and to follow a different plan, my husband and I told a few fibs, and that's why he never ended up at our wedding or anything. What I think happened with you is while you were trying to look into my husband more, you came across those fake plans we told his brother and thought they were our real plans. What? Our plan ended up working out for us, and we never had to run into Sid while we've been in Puerto Rico. And luckily, we never had to see you either here. I see. You thought that you found my husband when you arrived, but instead you ran into Sid thinking he was mine, and from there you started your own little adventure with him that's led you into the last place you thought you'd be. What? What are you talking about? I have no idea what any of that means. It's not my problem if you don't understand what I'm saying, but it's going to become yours. And honestly, all of that stuff you were going on about made no sense to me. But what I do know is that I married a man that I didn't fully understand at the time. Jordan, help me! Why should I do that? Well, originally it was Sid who liked you and wanted to be married to you, right? So I'll let you have him now. I'll let you have him, and you can give me your high-spec husband in exchange. I actually really hate Sid a lot, so that's no deal to me. I don't care that you hate him, just help me. How about you just shut up for once? Nothing's going to come from me because my husband is cutting ties to his whole family. Huh? Why is he doing that? you've already started to get a taste of the reason why, right? I can't blame my husband for wanting to get away from parents and an older brother like that. What? What the heck? You are so mean, Jordan. That is my high-spec, good-looking, and very rich husband you have. He is? Because from what I've seen, he's just your average office worker who makes an all-right salary in his company. What? I get that you have a very hard time escaping from your delusions, but are things starting to become a bit more real now to you? My husband, he is a simple office worker, and he makes around $65,000 a year. Okay? He's not a super handsome man? That's right. He's a simple man who just so happens to make a little bit more per year than me, who is a very simple office worker woman. But of course, to me, he is the best man ever. No way. So then what am I supposed to do about this? Jordan, I wanted to say I was able to get a divorce somehow. Lend me some money now? I really needed a way to get Sid to divorce me, and so I started to cheat on him with all kinds of men. But the settlement he's asking from me now, it's a lot more than I was thinking. What am I going to do? If things were going to become this expensive, then I would have never done anything from the start and just stayed married to him. Jordan, reply to me. Why aren't you saying anything back to me? Thinking that she was going to be able to come and steal my husband from me, Kimmy made a dash to Puerto Rico, and when she found another man thinking he was my husband, she married him right then and there. But after some time went by, she realized that he wasn't my husband at all, and in order to get that divorce from him, she had an affair with around 4 other men. This led to her having to pay a massive settlement of over $100,000 to her husband, since she had gone out with that many other men. And let me just say that none of this helped her relationship with her mother-in-law. But that divorce did end up happening, and she was kicked out of her in-laws' house and told to never come back unless she wanted to taste the other end of Sid's father's shotgun. Sounds like Kimmy's parents also cut ties to her after hearing about what she'd done, as they both had already spent way too many years dealing with her crap already. Kimmy had even made an attempt to go back to them for help, and to have them give her a room to sleep in, but neither of her parents would even open the front door for her, saying she had 1 minute to get off their property before they called the police. Kimmy may be really stupid, but she's at least smart enough to know that if the police got involved, she'd only be making things worse for herself. The only thing that seemed to go her way in this whole plan of hers was the divorce, and not a single thing else. Thank goodness those two didn't end up having any kids together, or who knows what could have happened between them. As of right now, Kimmy's been working multiple jobs in order to try and pay off her settlement to her ex. But because he's asked for so much, it's going to be years before she's able to pay it all off. Unless she decides that she wants to stop spending money on food and housing entirely. However, she'd really be screwing herself then, so I think it's best that she continues to devote her life to paying off that settlement, as that's really the only option she has left. As for myself, I haven't really done anything and have just been thinking about how Kimmy did absolutely nothing to me that whole time. But hey, I might not understand what all was going on there, but at least it's all over now. I can block Kimmy's number and get on with my life. I think my husband is planning on having the two of us take my parents out to Vegas next, so I should maybe start getting myself ready for that trip.
Linda! I'm sorry that this is so sudden, but I have to tell you that for a little while I don't think I'll be coming back to you.
What's going on, Connor? Did something bad happen?
I just received a call. My mom got punched in the head and is on her way to the ER right now because of it.
What? She got into a fight then? Do you need me to come there as well to be with you all?
No, you should stay home. For the time being, just me being there with my mom will be fine. I'm worried that if the man that attacked her hasn't been caught yet, he might come looking for her again, and I don't want you to be a part of that. I'm still not even sure what'll happen and why, but until I know what's all going on, I'd like to avoid having you get wrapped up in this at all costs.
That's a good point. Right now, we shouldn't be trying to add any more worries to what's already on our plates.
I'm going to start heading there now. Until things calm down, I'm not sure I'll be able to talk with you much, so can you just wait on me to contact you?
Sure, I understand. Please be careful, and I hope things go well with your mom. Linda, how have things been going? Huh? Are you taking good care of yourself? Is this really you right now, Jody? That's right, this is Jody. What? Are you really Jody, though? Yes, this is in fact your mother-in-law, Jody. Really? Linda, what's going on with you right now? I'm sure that it might come to you as a surprise that I ended up leaving that old house of mine and moving into a newer place, but... Huh? But I didn't even mention anything about that yet to you, and right now I was planning on talking to you about something completely different. Okay? Jody, are you planning on coming over to our place first? Yes! I just got off the bus a little bit ago and am starting to get on the local bus now to come over to your guys' place. Then that must mean you've been on that last bus for around 3 hours, since that's how long it takes to get from your old house all the way to the main bus depot. Right? You're right, it's been about 3 hours so far. But actually, I was wondering if you could just come and pick me up from here so that I don't have to wait for the local bus to come by. That's why I'm texting you right now. Well, it seems that you might be too busy to come and get me then. Well, if you and Connor are too busy to see me and have me over, then I'll just get myself a hotel and travel around town a bit before going to my new place. You won't even have to worry about me, because I'm totally okay with that as well. No, I don't mind you coming over to our house to stay for a little while. But actually, I was just told a little bit ago that you hurt your head really badly and that you were on your way to the ER to have that treated. Huh? I hurt my head? And I'm supposed to be going to the ER right now? Yeah, and I was told that you were unconscious. No way! Right now I'm feeling like I'm on top of the world. Can you tell me who it was that was telling you a lie like that? Your son told me that. Huh? And I'm telling you that he told me all of this just minutes ago. He made it pretty clear to me that he was going to be heading over to the hospital to go and see you. Wait! He has no clue that I'm no longer at that old house right now, out in the countryside? Well, he probably doesn't know that yet. Then what the hell is going on with him? For the time being, I'm going to drive out to that bus depot to come and pick you up. Then you and I can talk more about all of this in person. Good idea. That way it'll be a whole lot easier for me to understand what's going on here. Can you wait for me across the street at that old bookstore so that I can pick you up a lot more easily? Sure thing. And thank you for coming to get me. I'll talk to you soon then.
Linda, I'm sorry that I'm only just talking to you now after so much time has passed, but I wanted to make sure that things were okay here before I started to update you on what all has happened and what'll happen next.
I hope you're doing okay there, Connor. So, can you tell me what's all been going on?
Thankfully, Mom is back to being fully conscious and is able to keep her eyes open. But since she took such a blow to her head and it's not looking too great, she's going to stay in the hospital for a while the doctors run some tests on her.
Well, you did tell me that she got punched in the head, so I don't blame them for wanting to run all kinds of tests on her.
Also, it seems that nobody knows about who the perpetrator is and where they're at. Right now, Mom's head, it's all wrapped in bandages and she keeps moaning in pain due to how bad the punch was. I really want to know who the hell did this to her and why they did it. When I find out who they are, I'm not going to let them get off so easy.
Are you still okay with me staying at home and not coming to the hospital to see you and your mom? I feel that it'd be the right thing for me to do, coming there to see you and your mom and hopefully help the two of you relax some.
No, you don't have to worry about coming here yet. I told you that they haven't found the person that's done this to her yet, and so it's too dangerous for you.
Right. Understood.
Linda, I've found out that even after my mom gets out of here, I'm going to have to stick around to take care of her, so I won't be back home for a little while longer. I'm going to be here for as long as my mom needs me, okay?
What are you going to do about your job?
My job will be fine. I'm able to do my job remotely for a while, and my boss has given me the go-ahead on that.
Is that so? Alright then.
Seriously, the person that did this to her is in for it when he gets found. And I'm still here in the hospital now, but seeing her in such pain after an attack like that makes me so angry.
Hey, Connor? Right now your mom is in the middle of singing at karaoke with me.
Huh? There's no way. How would my mom ever be able to do karaoke after she was just punched in the head a day ago? Why would you even say something like that in the first place to me?
And I'd like to ask the same of you, Connor. Why are you saying all these things about your mom to me? Because at the moment, she's here with me singing karaoke. She is literally sitting right next to me in this booth.
Huh?
We both came to this karaoke joint together and rented out a booth for the next couple of hours.
The two of you are together?
Yep. Your mom and I. She told me that she really doesn't have a reason for it, but she wanted to swing by and hang out with us for a few days, and that's why her and I are out singing right now. And since I went to the bus depot to get her in my car, we decided to hit up the karaoke joint here in town to sing since it's been ages since the last time. But I'd like to know, why have you been telling me that your mom got punched in the head and that you needed to go to the hospital to go see her? And now that you are expecting to go back home with her when she gets out of there to care for her.
No, wait. Huh? Are you being serious with me?
Well, if her being here with me means anything to you to support just how serious I'm being, then you probably don't need to be asking me that question.
So you really are being serious then?
After hearing about what you've been telling me about your mom, she decided to call her neighbor to ask them if anyone has been by her house since she left. And they said they haven't seen a soul there. And if this had all been happening in her hometown, out in that very small town, then people would have heard about the incident happening. However, when she asked if her neighbor knew anything about someone getting punched, they said they never heard anything about an incident like that. So as of right now, it seems that nobody has been punched, at least not in your mom's hometown.
Hey, why have all your things just vanished from the house?
Huh? So you finally made it back to the house? I'm glad that I was able to get that moving truck to the house as soon as I could before you made it home then.
Huh? Moving truck?
I never knew about your mom coming out to our house beforehand, but I am glad that she did. Because if it weren't for her help getting all my things out of that place, then I'd probably still be there and having to deal with you in person.
What the heck? That's not the answer I was looking for.
Well, listen to this, Connor. Everything you've been trying to hide from me has been uncovered.
Huh?
Ever since this morning, you've been out in Hudsonville at that spa resort, right? And you are there right now with that one part-time girl from your work, right?
So you actually figured out what's been going on?
From the start of all of this, I began to doubt what you were saying and suspected that you might be cheating on me. So I asked for some help in looking into what you've been up to.
Huh? You're kidding.
And it's because of all the other times before that I've been able to tell you're not so good at lying. Actually, you're awful at it. But of course it did help that this time your mom decided to come out to our house without asking first, as that information from her came to me right after you told me she was going to the ER for being punched in the head. So that was the one thing I needed to confirm that you were lying to me about something and that I needed to find out what it was. But even if she hadn't come down to see us, there would have still been a problem with your story. Had she really been punched in the head, wouldn't the police be notified about it and be on the move to try and find a suspect to the crime?
The police?
In other words, what I'm trying to say is that your lie was awful, and I would have been able to see past it sooner or later. But luckily, I had your mom here with me, and she was able to check with all her friends to see if something like you told me had really happened in town. Well, anyway, I made sure to have all of this confirmed for sure by asking someone to investigate a little further into what exactly was going on with you. And of course, they started by seeing where you'd driven off to, and that led them to Hudsonville, where you're located now.
So you've been working against me?
Well, it's not like I had reason to trust you after you lied about your mother. And thankfully, you ended up extending your stay at that resort because the investigator told me your original stay was only for one night and that you would have been gone by the time they got to the resort. Well, I'm really glad that this all worked out for me and your mom in the end, as right now we're both with one another talking about what to do next about you.
So you really did figure everything out about what I've been doing?
Connor!
Oh crap, it's you!
It's one thing to be cheating on your wife and all that, but to lie about me and my health as well as about you coming back to my house just so that you could cheat? After all these lies, I feel that both Linda and I should be done with your butt. What the actual hell were you thinking, lying about me again and again so that you could make Linda think everything was very serious, when in reality all you were trying to do was buy yourself some more time to stay out with that girl? I am absolutely fed up with your crap, you idiot!
What's going on? Aren't you supposed to be on the side of your son in all this?
Listen up, you dunce!
Huh?
You've been stabbing that wonderful wife of yours in the back multiple times now. Well, I don't ever remember raising such a terrible man like you in my life, and I will not let you continue like that.
Terrible man? Well, listen to this, Mom. Why are you teaming up with my wife to both go after and harass me about something as simple as this?
Huh?
I cannot believe what I'm seeing right now.
What the hell do you want me to say about this, Connor? Do you think that after doing all of this, your wife and I would just let you go on with things as though you didn't just hurt two people?
Huh?
I get that this may be a surprise to you, that we are acting so close now, but the two of us have been with one another a lot longer than you think. After all, her and I play online games with each other quite a bit.
Huh? You both play games online with each other?
I've always loved playing video games for a long time, and you should know about that, right? Well, your dad and I used to play together a lot when he was still around, but when he passed away, I was left playing games all by myself, with you never being that interested. But when I heard from Linda that she liked to play video games as well, especially the same games that I like to, we started to play online with one another and make parties and all that. And after doing that together for a long time, we've grown to become more than just mother and daughter. We're more like close friends that are willing to help one another out when needed.
I never knew anything about this.
And we know that. But now that you see her and I are best friends, it's pretty obvious why her and I have teamed up on you after you cheated on and lied to her. And if she plans on divorcing you because of this, then I'm going to continue to support what she wants until she gets it.
But Mom, that's... Linda, I just sent you the money that you asked for in the settlement. I'm assuming it's in your account now?
It is. I just got a call from my lawyer a second ago telling me about it. And as for the girl you were cheating on me with, she sent me the amount I had asked her for yesterday, and in one whole payment. I'm on my way right now to the city hall to hand in our divorce papers, so after this it'll all be over between us.
Hey, do you have any idea where my mom ran off to? Ever since you said you'd be divorcing me, she moved out of her house and is no longer around anymore. And as for the house that you and I have been living in together, I'll have to leave it since the place is under your name. So I tried to go back to the house she left behind, and there was a note there that she left for me. And in that note it says she's going to sell the place soon and that I need to be out of here by the end of the week or else the police will be called on me. I haven't even been able to get in touch with her since then, and so I can't tell where she is now.
Well, she's still coming online every now and then to play games with me.
Wait, really?
But she's told me that she's not going to tell anyone, not even me, the new address that she has, and won't be telling anyone for a while yet. So you won't be getting an answer from me.
Is that so? Then, can you at least tell my mom something for me?
Stop it. She told me that she no longer wants to talk to you anymore, so anything you have to say to her will not be heard.
Alright then.
Now, I'm guessing that's it for us now?
Linda?
I really want to start driving to the city office to hand in the divorce papers.
Alright.
Goodbye forever now, Connor. After what had happened, Connor ended up changing jobs and leaving his previous company. To tell you the truth, he ended up not getting the promotion he was expecting to get, and that's what drove him to leave. And actually, he wasn't ever given permission to work remotely in the first place, and so he was demoted instead of promoted after that. And when it comes to that girl that he cheated on me with from his job, she wasn't in for a good time either, as she soon learned about the lie he told to be able to go on vacation with her. And just a little while after, the story of how he lied about his mom's health so that he could cheat on me spread around the town and really ruined both of their reputations. But this wasn't even close to the end. And this story soon spread to that girl's husband as well, and he went out to find where Connor changed jobs to, and when he found him, he explained to Connor's manager what happened. This then led to him being fired from that job and completely moving out of the city into a small apartment out somewhere in the countryside to hide from all that was going on. Right now, he's working on a farm doing laborious work to try and make up the money needed to pay off the settlement to his one secret girl's husband. And I'm sure that since his bank accounts are bone dry, it'll be a long time before he's able to break free from all this. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.